If you had a chance to venture down to the ByWard Market lately, you might have noticed it is a little more colorful than usual. Many of the businesses forced to close have boarded up their windows, but now some of those boards have come to life with vivid paintings and murals. And we're hoping to talk to two of the artists today. We have so far only reached one of them, but we're trying to get a hold of Robbie Lariviere, but Marc Adornato is with us now on the phone. Hi there, Marc.
Hey, Alan, how's it going?
Okay, you were involved in the Chateau Lafayette's new mural. Tell me about the mural at the Laff. What does it look like?
Yeah, so I guess the mural at the Laff, there's actually two parts to it. They got two windows there that they had boarded up. And what I've done is I painted on both of them, mostly silhouettes of people wearing gas masks dancing around. And then there's another one with a kind of, I call him the dystopian deer. And he's playing the guitar in front of Parliament. And
what makes him dystopian in terms of his appearance?
Well, I guess he's wearing a gas mask. And, yeah.
It's the standard look in your mural right now. Now, is this, the gas mask, is this basically when you were thinking about what we're all experiencing right now with COVID-19?
Yeah, it definitely had a little to do with that, but to be honest, I've been actually running around wearing gas masks and biking around the city and doing a lot of artwork with hazmat suits and gas masks for a few years now. So.
Yeah, I was telling somebody was talking about you the other day. I'm like, he actually saw this coming. Like he was ready for the gas mask look a while back.
yeah, that's it. I've been kind of bracing myself for something like this for quite a long time now, and not to make light of it too. This it's obviously a very serious and sad time, but no, it's definitely an interesting time as far as me and my artwork goes to see this all going down. So.
Does it change how you paint and what you create because there has been with your work in general sort of that dichotomy of I don't want to say taking things lightly, but that idea of dystopia through a slight humor twist. Is that fair if I want to say that?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of satire and cynicism in my work.
So once the real life present is so dire, does it shift at all what you were painting or creating?
Yeah, to be honest, in the first couple of weeks, I really had to give myself a rethink about my artwork in general and just, how do you go on selling this if you do want to sell art pieces about this? It just seemed, a lot to think about. And morally and ethically about it, but no, since then I've been working on more COVID-related art pieces as well, so stuff about the virus, and so it's kind of, I guess, fueling my art into a bit of a new direction that I definitely didn't anticipate, but it's coming out pretty neat for sure. So.
Now, in the case of Chateau Lafayette, Laff called you up and said, "Hey, nobody can come in right now, but we want a mural."
Well, actually, so that was kind of interesting, too, how it came about. About 2 weeks ago, I was in the market checking out all the boards, all the businesses that were getting boarded up. It was my buddy Michael Wallach who sent me a text of a picture of the Heart and Crown and said, whoa, I got to go down and check this out more as research for my dystopian artwork, really. And so I went down and photographed a bunch of the buildings, noticed they were all boarded up, and then kind of posted that on Facebook, and some ideas got rolling of hey, why don't we get some artists out and do some murals on this? And so, and then I contacted the Laff myself because I kind of wanted to do something a bit Laff being the oldest pub in all of Ottawa. And, and this is a historic time with the COVID thing. Mm-hmm. So I thought this would be kind of cool to put it two together and do my first mural. So I contacted the Laff, and they were totally on board. I volunteered to do it, and they offered to pay for the paint. And away we went. So last week we painted it all up and got it done. And then I didn't realize that about 2 blocks down, Robbie Lariviere, who is an excellent muralist himself, and he's just all over this city with his mural work. But he was painting away about 2 blocks from me, too, at the same time. So it's good to know that we're working at it.
I'm happy to say that the excellent muralist Robbie Lariviere is with us now on the line. We did manage to reach him. Hi, Robbie.
Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, Marc, the Laff looks great, man. Looks awesome.
Thanks, man. He's doing great work himself there. Robbie's wow, he does it fast and he covers a lot of ground. It's amazing.
This would be really awkward if he was like, yeah, I'm not so into Marc's stuff. But
no, turns out we're good friends, so it's all good.
Robbie, tell me, because you've got this work up at the old Dubliner building. How did this one come about?
This one was just through the BIA, and they realized that the hoarding and the wood was looking a little not so much scary, but, it's starting to remind people that, it's not getting any better. So, adding some color and adding some life was all we were trying to do, and I think we accomplished that.
What did you decide on for a design? We've already heard from Marc that it worked, so that pressure is out of the way. That you apparently did good work. But what did you decide you wanted in that mural?
I was involved with a thread that involved a few people from Heart and Crown, and I think that's like a sister company to the Dubliner. So it was just about the Irish pub. Like everything they stand for. The food they eat. The drinks are pouring and everything that they've been about since, I don't know, one was 1997, one was 2004. So just showing homage to the company as a whole and, just adding color to make it less, frightening, I guess. People were calling it a ghost town at one point, and, that's not what we need. We want people to know that, we're coming back strong. We're just trying to get there.
Like what images did you choose when you say picking from the history? Give me a taste of what's up there.
Yeah, so Irish music. So there's lots of instruments that came with that, and they're a big fan of the fish and chips and all the the Guinness and the beers and just happy stuff. The things that kids can enjoy, parents can enjoy. So the imagery was just all pretty fun packed.
Yeah.
For people to look at, but the feedback's been amazing. So I think Marc had the right idea too by hitting up the last, because if there is anybody who's boarded up and haven't had anything added to it, they should probably follow suit.
Because you were also, Robbie, doing stuff for Zach's and for the Grand in the market. I just asked both of you, how many businesses are approaching you for similar work? Like, what is this? Has this been? And a lot of people.
It's an ongoing thing, yeah. There's another sign painter, and Pascal Arpain. She's been killing it too. She does a great job. So, a lot of businesses are just reaching out saying, we're still selling online. We're selling booze now, takeout. We're doing curbside pickup. So all of these factors are now on their windows. So now people are walking by saying, you know what? I've never tried this place. Maybe we should order from them tonight. So it's like,
right. As
long as people are supporting, these windows are helping them get the food or get the booze or whatever they need to keep the business moving.
That is an interesting point. That people, you are not encouraging people to walk in and sit down and have food in an establishment anymore. You are just trying to make that place stick in somebody's mind, hoping that they'll order or that they'll keep it in mind for whenever we're through all of this. Is it a bit of a strange assignment, Marc?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely different from what I'm used to doing. And I mean, that's really putting artwork into galleries and museums and stuff like that. So to try and find a new place, too, to get people interested in artwork, I think is also another challenge that I think artists across the city are facing. Where is the next art show going to be in the next gallery? Because we're used to doing them on a weekly basis, having art shows. So that's definitely another challenge. And I think by doing these boards and the murals, it's putting a space outside. So if you are, socially distancing and trying to, be outside and away from people indoors, you can go enjoy some art downtown and walk around. And so hopefully we'll see more. I've heard the Preston area and the Hintonburg area are also getting places that are boarding up their windows and reaching out to artists as well. So it sounds like there's going to be a lot more work for artists coming up, depending on how long this goes for.
That's true. I mean, you must now both be like looking around the city going, what about there? Could I paint there? What about that space? Instead of, I want to get into that gallery. It's like, I want to get into that boarded up wall. Do you start looking for spaces now?
Yeah, I think the other thing too is, you kind of look at where, not that I'm a graffiti artist in any way, but you start thinking about putting art on walls everywhere. And, you start to see all these blank walls. And I think that'll be something, I haven't done a lot of murals, but I definitely like to go in that direction of putting more art up on walls, kind of give Ottawa a bit of a Berlin feel or something like that. I know it's ambitious, but we'll see what happens.
Listen, thanks to both of you for being with us today. I appreciate both of your time and your art as well. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Anytime. Thank you. Bye.
That's Robbie Lariviere and Marc Adornato, two Ottawa artists working to beautify downtown core with their murals on boarded up buildings, and we're tweeting a couple of photos of their work. If you know of more murals popping up around town, let me know. CBC All in a Day on Twitter, or you can email us to allinaday@cbc.ca.